the boy who chose his own execution. The world is a graveyard. Most people walk through it with their eyes closed. They see the streets, they see the lights, they see the faces of strangers. They do not see the rot underneath. They do not see the things born from their own hatred. But Yuji Itadori can no longer look away. The room is cold. It smells of ancient parchment and ozone. Thousands of seals, afuda, line every inch of the walls. They are there to keep something in, or perhaps to keep the world out. Yuji sits in the center. His wrists are bound. His heart is heavy. Across from him stands the man who exists outside the laws of nature, Satoru Gojo. White hair like fallen snow. A black blindfold that hides eyes that see too much. Which one are you right now? Gojo asks. His voice is light, but the pressure in the room is suffocating. I'm Yuji, the boy replies. Gojo smiles. It's a dangerous look. The higher-ups are in a panic. They've never seen a vessel like you. A human who can swallow the king of curses and remain sane. To them, you are a monster that needs to be put down. Yuji doesn't flinch. He remembers the taste of the finger, the cold, rotting sensation sliding down his throat, the moment the king awakened. You have two choices, Yuji, Gojo continues, raising two fingers. Choice one, we execute you now. One finger of Sukuna is destroyed. The world is a tiny bit safer. Choice two, we find the other 19 fingers. You eat them all. You become the container for the entire soul of the King of Curses. And then we kill you. A life of purpose ending in death. Or a death right now that serves nothing. Yuji thinks of his grandfather. He thinks of the final lesson. Help people? I'll do it, Yuji says. His voice doesn't shake. I don't know how I'll feel when I die. But I know I don't want to regret how I lived. The weight of ashes. The crematorium is silent. The fire has done its work. Yuji holds the small urn containing his grandfather's remains. The only family he had left is now dust. Yesterday, he was a normal high school student. Today, he is a weapon on a countdown. Megumi Fushiguro stands at the entrance of the hospital. He is covered in bandages. His face is a map of the battle they barely survived. Are you really okay with this? Megumi asks. He knows what it means to be a sorcerer. It isn't about glory. It's about watching people die. Yuji looks at the urn. If I could have stopped those curses and didn't, how could I sleep? The things I can do. I have to use them. Megumi looks away. He sees a boy who is too kind for the world he is about to enter. A boy who doesn't realize that in this world, kindness is often a death sentence. The hidden fortress. They travel away from the city, into the mountains, where the trees are thick and the air feels charged with static. Tokyo Metropolitan Curse Technical College, Gojo announces. The heart of Jujutsu Sorcery in Japan. The architecture is old. It looks like a temple, but the shadows here are different. They feel alive. Before you can start your training, you have to pass the interview, Gojo says. The principal is a bit of a character. They enter a long, dark hall. At the end of it sits a man who looks like a mountain. Masamichi Yaga. He is surrounded by felt and thread. He is sewing a small, green stuffed animal. It looks out of place for a man of his stature. So, you're the vessel, Yaga says. His voice is a low rumble that vibrates in Yuji's chest. I'm Yuji Itadori. Why are you here, Itadori? Why do you want to learn to kill curses? To fulfill my grandfather's last wish, Yuji says confidently. He told me to help people, so that's what I'm going to do. The principal stops sewing. The silence is heavy. Education is about realization, Yaga says coldly. And you realize nothing. The green doll in his hand twitches. It stands up. It grows. Its button eyes glow with a malicious yellow light. The doll moves faster than a human can track. It slams its fist into Yuji's stomach, sending him crashing into a wooden pillar. What be? Yuji gasps, clutching his ribs. That is a cursed corpse. Yaga explains, his hands back to sewing. It doesn't care about your grandfather. It doesn't care about your promises. The doll attacks again. It is a blur of green fur and cursed energy. Yuji tries to fight back, but his punches go through the plush body without effect. The sorcerer is always at war with death. Yaga's voice cuts through the sound of the struggle. When a curse is eating your friends, when it is pulling your limbs apart, will you still say, "I'm doing this because Grandpa told me to"? The doll pins Yuji against the wall. Its grip is iron. If you fight for someone else, you will hate them when it gets hard. You will curse the man who gave you this burden. Yuji struggles. His breath is short. He thinks about the night at the school. The fear. The feeling of being powerless. I'm not doing it for him. Yuji yells, kicking the doll away. I'm doing it because I'm the only one who can. I can't live a normal life knowing people are dying because I was too scared to act. I'm choosing this for ME. The doll stops in midair. It falls to the floor, once again just a harmless toy. Principal Yaga looks up. A small smile tugs at the corner of his mouth. Gojo. Show him to the dorms. The tenant in the dark. The dormitory is quiet. Yuji sits on his bed, looking at a poster he just hung up. For a second, it feels like a normal school. Then, the air turns cold. A mouth tears open on the back of his hand. An eye manifests on his cheek. Sukuna is bored. A school for sorcerers? Sukuna laughs. The sound is like glass grinding on stone. How pathetic. You think these walls can hold me? Yuji glares at his own hand. They aren't holding you. I am. For now, Sukuna whispers. But the more fingers you eat, the thinner the veil becomes. I can feel your heart beating, brat. I can feel your fear. One day, I will emerge. And I will turn this school into a slaughterhouse. Yuji covers the mouth with his other hand. He is terrified, but he cannot show it. The final first year. The next morning, they are at Harajuku Station. The crowd is a sea of faces. We have one more student joining us today, Gojo says, adjusting his blindfold. Megumi looks bored. Yuji is looking at all the shops. There she is. Gojo points. A girl is standing in front of a locker. She is tall, with short ginger hair and a sharp gaze. She is currently yelling at a modeling scout who tried to talk to her. I'm Nobara Kugisaki, she says, walking up to them. She looks at Megumi, a moody emo guy. She looks at Yuji, a potato head. She sighs deeply. I really left the countryside for this. My luck is terrible. Gojo claps his hands together. Great. Now that the team is together, let's go kill something. Final suspense ending. The three of them walk away from the station. To the world, they look like teenagers on a field trip. But beneath the surface, the gears of destiny are turning. Yuji believes he has found a way to help people. He believes he is in control. But Sukuna is smiling from the shadows of his soul. He knows that every step forward is a step closer to the end. And Gojo, the strongest sorcerer, is watching them all. He is the only one who knows the truth. The mission has begun. The fingers are waiting in the dark. And the boy who chose his own execution has no idea what he has truly invited into the world. To be continued.